Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm ScrapMan, bringing you another episode of The Flooded World, and we are back. And if you remember from last week, the Black Pearl is back in the world. We experimented with deleting it to see if it changed anything for some laggy creations, and it didn't, so it's back. And we're on the well-fortified island where people know what they're doing. And you may be wondering, what is this thing over here by the ocean? Well, oh, it's no big deal. You know, it's just my, my boatorcycle, boat, tricycle. I'm gonna go with boatorcycle. I like boatorcycle. I think boatorcycle fits. So this is a Trike Boat by Boobalastic, and I saw this thing, and I'm like, this thing looks awesome. It looks like a scrappy kind of thing that was just put together with just metal pieces and stuff, but really, really well designed at the same time. So somebody knew what they were doing and was able to weld and stuff. And I figured that this island might have these types of capabilities, because this is where we're putting the people that know what they're doing, apparently. But this thing's amazing. So this episode is going to be another variety episode. I'm liking the variety episodes because I feel like there's a little bit for everyone. Whatever you're watching the Flooded World series for, there's probably going to be something that appeals to you in particular in as we look at different creations. So let's go ahead and take this thing out on the water and watch how it works, because it looks amazing. Does it work amazing? And it's so quiet. Why is it so quiet? I think all I hear is the wind. Like just the faint sound of the wind gusting through my hair or my metal bars. We don't even have those. Like those don't even exist in the game. Like there's no piece that looks like what is in my backpack. Why do we even have those? What are they used for? What is the meaning of this? How has this question not been answered? Why does this trike work so well? This trike works amazing. Look at how easy this is to control. How is it even working? I don't see any propulsion method on here. So you must be using something that I'm not familiar with. Maybe there's some type of like crazy thruster thing in some of the mods. I don't really use much of the mods for myself. Just when you guys want to use mods is the only time. Oh, the only time that I use mods. All right, let's go to the airport since it's right here. Oh, I forgot that there's our airport tower. It's been a while since we looked at that. All right, can we park this boatorcycle? I'm gonna put that in the thumbnail. I'm gonna put boatorcycle in the thumbnail. It's gonna be great. So we should be able to just bring her on in right here, and perfect parking. All right, so there goes the motorcycle. Now let's see, what else are we gonna be looking at in this crazy flooded world? All right, so we've looked at a sea vehicle, so let's go ahead and look at an air vehicle. This is by Philip Marston. This is Flooded World 2 Prop is how we've named it, and this looks like a really makeshift plane or like glider type thing. We've seen something with a similar aesthetic over on the makeshift shack island. So we'll try to fly this thing over there and then we can compare them. But let's hope this thing actually works. I don't know what to expect. Oh, and oh, how convenient. We're at the airport. I didn't even think about that when I selected this. That was just a happy coincidence, I guess. So we can use the runways and try to see if this thing can actually take off. All right. So this thing looks, oh, look at the metal bars. They're like slightly bent metal, like I-beam things. I like that. Are they bent? No, they're not bent. They're straight. It's like an illusion. They almost look bent. All right, are these supposed to like simulate engines? Those look kind of cool. We have some props on it. Let's hop in the seat here. I don't know what these controls are going to be. Okay, so there, all right, we have our pitch. We have our roll. All right, and I think that's all we have, and we just press the next button. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We're going. Whoa. I didn't even try to lift off. That did it by itself. All right, so this thing has a natural upwards pitch, which I guess is good if you don't want to crash into the ground. Oh, and look what we have over here. Oh, this thing floats. It is so floaty, and it feels good. Like it feels like it looks super light, and it just feels that way when we're flying. It's not super agile, which is honestly fine. But look at this. This is easy. It's using my, like, those are my buttons there. They're set up in the way that I can use my alternate key binding, so that's good. All right, so now the ultimate test is, let's see if we can land this thing. There is no yaw that I can see. All right, and now let's turn the engines off. Come in, for, actually, a little bit more. And come in for a nice landing. That was so easy. I like this a lot. This is a really well balanced. I mean, look, we even have like, you can see us put some weight up here in the front. It's a really well balanced plane. Very easy to fly. And you can see here's the contrast between this one and the last glider that we looked at. We can actually just put these things next to each other and let them just be part of this island's aesthetic. This is turning into a really cool world. A lot of fun things to see on this. Like even just the tiles alone are fun enough to just look at as you're exploring the world. But now we have some creations that are just adding to that. What else are we going to look at for this episode? Okay, up next, we're going to take a look at another trade boat. The trade boats were a theme that was introduced like a couple episodes ago. And this one looks like legit. Like this is a boat that survived the flood. Like well, actually, let's read to see if they actually had anything about it. We wanted to build something together. All right, so this is by Zeno and Sir Gooseberry. The boat is selling and transporting vegetables, in this case, cucumbers. Okay, so there's no backstory written into the description itself. So I'm going to definitely say that this is a boat that someone was able to save, or maybe the boat saved them from the flood. So I don't think that this boat just looks too legit to be something that people built or was scavenged. Salvaged. I think salvage is the word I'm looking for. Something that people salvaged from the flood. I think this is something that was pre-existing before the flood, was built in like a factory, very, very well built, and someone managed to keep the boat afloat during the flood. And take a look at it. It's so legit. It's nice and level. Now, how do we get onto it from here? Is there like a way to get on? Might have to use the seat method. Trusty old seat method. There we go. Oh, look, I just noticed the smokestacks up here. All right, lots of cucumbers. Very, very for a boat this size, it has a very, very particular set of wares to sell. All right, look at the design of this. It's so sleek. Oh, we got the tables inside with the seats on them. Even the captain's seat. We got these hallways or these walkways. This is a really, really legit design. Like, the pipes are great. This is awesome. We got some lights on the front. Okay, let's see. Let's get in our driver. Actually, do any of these do anything? Nope. Let's get in our driver's seat. Let's start pressing some buttons. Number 1. All right, we have a radar. Number 2. Fitting horn for a boat. Number 3. We got our lights. All right, now that we're all set up, I'm assuming we can start going forward. Oh, we ruined it already. We already ruined it. It's gonna be really hard to turn away from this island. Slowly. 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 Look at that. Look at the design underneath too. Oh wait, do we have like, oh no, I was wondering if that contributes to the turning at all. The big the wings underneath the bottom of it. Oh, it rocks. We rocked the boat. All right, so this isn't the fastest of boats, but it's a trade boat, not a speed boat, so it makes the most sense. It's nice and stable. It just goes straight. It looks great, and it's a very attractive boat for anyone who's wondering what they're selling. And I like how it's also cucumber colored, so you can kind of tell what's coming your way. I mean, that'd be the first thing that would come to my mind if I saw a green boat. Cucumbers! It's a cucumber trading boat. Of course. All right, so I want to go back to the island where people... We need to name these islands. You know, maybe you guys can help me that in the comments. This is obviously Airport Island. What should we name our shack island? I mean, should it just be Shack Island? I kind of wanted to have a name that communicates what's happening on the island, because the Shack Island is people who don't know how to survive very well were stranded on that island by a plane crash, and they're making do with the parts that they can scavenge and salvage from the ocean or the trees or whatever is on the island. So it's not the most well-built stuff, but it works. It's kind of a ScrapMan island. It doesn't have to work great. It just has to work. So we're going to head over to the island where we have the fort. You can kind of see it over there behind that big pillar. So we're going to go over to this one, and this is the island that people know what they're doing. They have either the resources at their disposal, or they're just really, really good at survival and finding the resources that they need. So what should we name the island that has the actual survival base on it? And we'll be adding to this island in a second as well. Or at least I'm going to be trying to. I don't know if, I don't know how big the next thing I'm going to be looking at is. But we're working our way over there. We're going to trade with the survivors. the survivalists, I guess. Or we could call it like the Survivalist Island. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments. We got the 2 islands and they need some names. If I see a name that really, really speaks to me, or even actually upvotes or like or thumbs up the names that you really like, maybe I'll take a look at the top ones too and take that into consideration as well. All right, here we are. We are arriving at the Survivalist Island, the temporarily named Survivalist Island. And I got some stuff to show you over here. All right, so we're going to take a look at this. I don't know if it's going to fit on this particular island, but it's another survivor's base. So I figured if these people were good enough to build one survivor's base, maybe they were good enough to build another survivor's base, and this can just be a survival or survivor's island, survivalist island. So this is by Cordy PL. Let's spawn it in. Okay, this isn't huge. We might be able to find room for this somewhere. We could even potentially like, we could go to over there too. You know what? Let's give that a shot. I'm looking at like just that area in general right there. But you know what? Before we try to figure out where to put it, let's actually spawn it in here. All right, a little bit of lag, so I'm gonna do a temporary weld. All right, there we go. We got our terrible temporary weld here. So let's go up into the, oops, I messed up. Up into the entrance here. Let's open up the door and see what this survivalist base is gonna offer us. Oh, we have an ATV. Whoa, this place has got all the fixins. Hold on, let's close the door. There we go. What is this? I hear pistons. What did it do? Oh, whoa. Hold on. Oh, is that like the emergency lockdown? Oh, look at that. Look at that. This thing has like tons of layers. I want to see that from the outside. Hold on. Like, I'm going to lock myself out if I do this. But hold. All right, ready? And go. That's pretty cool. And now we're locked out. But it's no match for the chair method. Oh, we have like a minigun up here. Where do they get this? Somebody scavenged some like flooded military base. Well, that's not intimidating at all. Good thing to have that up there. What does this mean? There's like some type of paint. I don't know if that's a symbol or I don't know what kind of design that is. All right, anyway, so we've got I'm assuming this is supposed to be like a stovetop. We got just pizza, not even in the wrapper, not even in the box, just open pizza, just laying there on the floor. Sideways too. I'm surprised the stuff doesn't fall out. All right, we got blue pipes. You need blue pipes and everything. Oh, there's some damage done over here. I didn't see that before. We're gonna have to take a look at that on the outside. It looks like these are like the barracks. We got all of our mugs and we got all the multiplayer Monday mugs in here. I can't, there we go. So apparently I get the top bunk. Oh, we got some more grenades, even like a single weapon. Somebody left their feet here. We got a trash can. I think, oh, these are doors. Oh, we got really small shower. Gonna be tough to fit inside. Actually, can the dwarf even fit inside there? Can I? Nope, I can't. I'm too fat. Need to lose some weight. Need to stop eating all this pizza, all this floor pizza. All right, let's close this door back and then see what's behind here. Looks like this might be. Ooh. Okay. I'm not sure what that's doing. Let's leave it on for now in case it's powering something somewhere else. It looks like this door works like 2 ways. Looks like we have some weapons underneath the stairs. We can close that to open. Oh. Gotta have our stabilizer mugs. Can never get enough stabilizer mugs. Got a bathroom in here. Looks like we have our monitor system. Oh, wow. Got our monitors on the ceiling. Control panel in here. This is a really intricate build. There's a lot of little rooms and stuff. All right, looks like here is a doorway. Well, let's make sure we don't miss anything. We didn't miss anything over here, did we? All right, so we can go up with an elevator here, I assume. Go ahead and head on up. Oh, wait, what was it supposed to stop lower? Hold on. Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a 2-stage elevator. Oh, whoa, hold on. Let's keep going up. Let's keep going up to the top here. What is this? Turn the key. Oh, it's a spotlight. check that out. We can move around a spotlight and everything. This is a really, really detailed, surprisingly detailed base. There's a lot of little things in here. We got some more weapons up here. And this is like an extreme survivalist base. All right, let's go back down to the second floor. What's in the second floor? We got another minigun. Man, there's all these little nooks and crannies. Having explosives just makes me nervous. Like, I'm gonna take out my spud gun and shoot them accidentally or on purpose because I can't help myself. Oh, those are not good to have. Well, I mean, I guess if you want to intimidate your enemies and threaten your own life, if you get attacked or make mistakes, then sure. But it's definitely scary. All right, and here's like the nice calm garden section. I don't know if this is actually doing anything or if it's just there for like show. All right, yeah, you can see there's our construction zone. Our wall has been damaged by what? I don't know. Let's go ahead and take this thing over there and see if we can fit it on that area. All right, so I'm actually kind of liking, I'm in the bushes here. I'm actually kind of liking the fact that this one's more like green. It's almost like this one was designed to be more camouflaged and hidden. I mean, hidden, it's a big giant building in a flooded world of mostly nothing. But it blends in a little bit more, so I feel like this one might be better suited for an environment like this. The only thing I'm going to have to do is figure out which direction to face it. All right, so the difficult thing is going to be figuring out how to weld it with this uneven ground. So we need to pretty much weld it from the highest point. All right, this is probably going to be a little bit difficult or a little bit weird, but I'm going to try to weld it up here, and we're going to have to figure out how to do the entrance, because the entrance is going to be sticking up off the ground a little bit. All right, looks like I have to weld it here. All right, and what do we got going? Oh, man, that is high. Ugh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Maybe we should put the entrance over here instead. All right, what about this? This looks a lot more doable. So if I just fill in the rest with concrete, it shouldn't look terrible. And then this can be the main entrance for whatever reason, facing the black pearl. Oh, we can have that. We can shoot the black pearl with the cannon. All right, so I'm just gonna fill this in, and I'll show you guys what the final product looks like. All right, here we go. Our base is installed. You can see it's installed so that it kind of looks like it's built into the mountain here, or the island here. So hopefully this looks okay. I mean, it seems weird. It seems like a weird spot to build. I can understand, but the choices of real estate in the flooded world aren't the best. And I figure that the survivalists will kind of stick in this general area and expand their survival base headquarters, or I don't know what I'm saying. This entire thing is one island here, or two islands, but one tile. So I think this should have one name, and they should be like one kind of group of people that are kind of working together here, and they can transit across with their fancy boatorcycles and stuff. Okay, and we're gonna take a look at one more thing here. This is something I think I'm gonna put underwater. So this is flight 666. Oh, that's ominous. Of the Scrap International Airlines crash after the flooded the runway and made it crash on landing. So the flood flooded the runway. That means whatever runway this particular plane landed at, it got flooded, and therefore the water has probably affected it or carried it somewhere. So we can pretty much put it anywhere that we want. This is by James Richard, or Tornado Team. So this to me looks like a rusted underwater wreck. And you know what? This is kind of supposed to be like a rundown city. What if we put this like right down in the middle here as kind of like a plane wreck to sea, looking out in between these two outposts here. Let's go and spawn this thing down here. All right, good, it doesn't float. I was worried it might actually float for some reason. All right. And we might have to weld this thing on a bearing and like keep it kind of like this, I guess. But check it out. This looks pretty legit. Oh, there's a ScrapMan. Oh, is that a person on this one? Oh, there's supposed to be oh, it's a skeleton. There's a skeleton. Well, that makes sense. But it's kind of sad at the same time. He was having a nice drink from his ScrapMan mug, which they exist in real life, by the way. If you want a ScrapMan mug, check the merch link down in the description. And we got a dead guy. Got a dead guy on the floor, too. You see, this is what happened. He doesn't have a ScrapMan mug. So when you drink a ScrapMan mug, I mean, it's not like this guy's alive or anything, but at least he looks comfortable, right? This guy doesn't look so comfortable. No, so look at that leg. That is not a comfortable leg. See, this leg is broken, bent out of shape. And this leg is shorter, so he's missing part of this leg. So he's just not having a good time. And that just goes to show that Mr. ScrapMan mug is fully intact. So I'm not saying one thing caused the other. I'm just saying it didn't hurt that he was holding his ScrapMan mug at the time of the plane crash. All right, so let's see. I should be able to weld this thing. Right there should work. And I should just fall right over. Excellent. And then we can just paint this to match with the rest of the plane. Paint that, and there we go. Now it's like the plane is just naturally here. So let's take a look at how the... Oh, that's actually kind of... I didn't realize how close it was to the buildings, but I like it. And it looks pretty cool. Let's go over to the outpost here. Take a look at how it looks like from the outpost and see if it adds to the atmosphere. And yeah, check that out. I think it definitely does. And we can see now the other outpost looks like that from over here. So yeah, I like this. This outpost is facing in this direction. That outpost is facing in that direction. So they kind of like are surrounding their island system here with a good range, a good field of view. Do you guys have any suggestions on what you'd like to see? What kind of creations you'd like me to focus on in future episodes? I mean, again, I did a big variety in this episode. We looked at planes, wrecks, bases, boats, a boatorcycle, planes. So we kind of covered a lot of the bases here, especially that base over there, if you know what I mean. So let me know if you'd like me to focus on other particular things, because I have a whole variety of creations that I have downloaded but have not actually looked at, and I'm just looking for the right moment to do it. So your feedback will be taken into account. I try to read as many comments as I can every day. Whenever I have some spare time, I scroll through just to see what you guys are saying. So leave those comments if you have any ideas or opinions, because you'll actually most likely be seen. Anyway, make sure you're subscribed if you don't want to miss the other episodes of this and other games like it. This has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.